And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Darkest Dungeon. This is the second part in the series. The series is going to go on until I feel like we're not making any progress anymore. Tonight we are going to record 5 parts. I'm not too worried about the stress we have on our current team. I may try to rearrange them a bit, but otherwise I think we will run the current team. We don't really have a good set for making use of the Grave Robber. Grave Robber obviously probably wants to do a lot of lunging, so you want a team where you can make arrangements for them to move around and not disable the team from them moving around. I think that we don't quite have a team that does that very well. In fact, we got a team right now that has really heavy preference on where they are, which isn't necessarily a good thing. Interesting. So you're saying you want to be in the front too? Yeah, I see. Although that's because you got both Hand of Light and Mace Bash. Okay. Over the inter part here, I have gone ahead and taken a quick look at what recommended supplies are for going to dungeon. So we're going to go into a set of recommended supplies. I think we will slightly rearrange the team. You make sense to be in that position. Reasonable sense, yeah. You don't want to be all the way up front. You don't want to be all the way in the back. Level 2 makes sense. You want to basically be in the back, be up front. And you can work with most of your stuff there. The only one you actually can't do from there is Divine Grace. So that would be the concern here, is we don't have any healing. I think we'll go with the hit hard and don't give the enemy time to hurt us approach. This is a short quest, so I don't expect it to be particularly punishing on our heroes here. Go ahead and quickly just take the recommended supplies. Take something like that. There we go. And we're going to embark. Back into the ruins. This will provide a nice curio for...
And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Okay, so we're going to explore, or going to complete 100% of the room battles. Right now, we don't know where any of the room battles are. There's probably like 2 or 3. I'm going to go for here. That way we can minimize our backtracking early on. And this is why we brought the shovel.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage. A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Yep, room battle. Because of the highlight, we managed to surprise them. That's good for us. Open up the multi-attack. We'll go with the stun attempt on the back row. Good stun. I think we're going to get better effect by just bringing one of them down.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Go with the mace. So your stun, so you won't activate. Your stun, so you won't activate. He will get an attack. Okay, 5 damage is not too bad. Tempting Goblet early on, that's bad. Bunch of stress from that. Skeletons are pretty blight resistant. This is one reason why I probably might swap the Plague Doctor out at some point. Let's try to get rid of the source of stress if we can.
press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Yeah, that works out well for us.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them
Hellion
all.
only, extra bleed. That's nice if you're doing a bleed build on Hellion. And lose the key here.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Nope, we did get some scouting report. So we can tell that there is a fight and a hallway battle and a curio in that path, although we are here to complete room battles. So that means I don't need to go down there. Room battle and curio. Yeah, we're gonna do the room battles. We're gonna go this way. We'll see what we get scouting report when we get to this room. If there's no battle there, we may... Well, if there's no battle there, by the time we get there, we will have finished the quest. I forgot to bring torches. I forgot to bring torches. Ah. Well, that might become a problem. There's a couple ways we have to work around that. Did get a surprise off here. We'll have to be real quick about it with no torches. So a couple of abilities provide some torch. I would probably prefer using those if we can. Generate a little bit of torchlight. Oh, because I screwed up and didn't bring enough torches, we'll be wanting to get this quest done real fast.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay. Getting the guy in the back there is going to be potentially an issue.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Although we did manage to deal with him. That's the problem dealt with. Bounty Hunter,
Success
move resist,
clearly
move skill
in
chance.
view.
Nice.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Actually, I'll do holy water on the suit armor. Let's see what that gets us. Effect. Might have been him. No, it's just a buff. That works. Okay. So either this is the room battle or this is the room battle. I'm gonna hope that it's the closer one. There we go. Armor tank. That's interesting. Nope, that's a bad result. Calm. Maybe not a bad result. Hallway battle. We did surprise them in the hallway. We're gonna go with the confirmed. It's done. Can't be a problem if you're dead. Oof, wasting sickness. Oh, and stunned.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay, so we know that has to be the room bell, so we've got 2 rooms to go. With the torch light getting ever lower. Because I screwed up and forgot to bring torches. Don't do what I just did. Crate is empty. Shame.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
We know this is the last battle coming up here. Distribute some of the food to get our guys a little bit healthier going into it. And we're going with the no torchlight, which you really shouldn't do. We got surprised, which I suppose isn't super surprising, given the no torch. Cultists can bleed. Let there be some light. Scoring us a little bit more torchlight, reducing the incoming stress, removing some of the bust to the enemy.
Frustration and fury, more destructive than 100 cannons. Exposed to a killing blow.
Pick up a little bit more stress. We're definitely gonna have to give them some time to lose stress in the upcoming return to the town here.
Our life is taken.
So this is also kind of showing off how forgiving some of the early forays into the dungeon can be. So you're going to take 2 damage. You only got 1 hit point left, so I don't need to damage you. So we should focus on bringing down the last remaining serious threat. There we go.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Now, one nice thing about having low stress is you do get extra loot. Well, that wasn't the plan. Yeah, we're gonna return to Hamlet here before we suffer even more low stress events
Room, hall by hall,
or high stress events.
we reclaim what is ours.
It's not a bad haul. We gained Quickening Satchel here. So we're going to assign that to the Grave Robber, give them good speed. And of course, stress went high. Natural Swing plus Accuracy, nice.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
So we gained access
Make
to the
no
guild.
mistake, we will face ever greater threats.
So the guild here is
Our
where we can pick up
soldiers must
skills
be ready.
for the cost of gold, or upgrade them if we had the guild leveled up enough. Which I probably do want to do. Although maybe not for the moment here. We'll evaluate the town a little bit more. And we also have the blacksmith.
The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make
Blacksmith
weapons
allows
of war.
us to upgrade their armor, basically their equipment. We don't have enough deeds to upgrade the furnace, or upgrade the blacksmith. We want to upgrade weaponsmithing and armor smithing first. I'm going to have the old team go in for stress relief. What is the disease we picked up? Facing sickness, disease resist. Okay, that's not too bad. Just means they're probably going to collect more diseases. There's a way to remove that, although we don't yet have it. Send the highwayman to drink their cares away. And I will go ahead and confirm that. Get you recovering. The other ones are what is your stress up to? 27. Yeah, I should probably send the other ones in as well. Light of... Oh, you only want transcript, do you? You picked up God-fearing. In town, we'll only pray for stress relief. Okay, so you're not removing stress. You're not too bad either. Oh, and you will only go to Flagellate. Okay, so well that makes it easy for you. You're going there. Fair enough. So now the question is... Oh, actually, we got 4 more heroes. Let's grab the 4 new heroes. At least the 4 new heroes. I don't think we need 4 highwaymen right now. Quick reflections. Believes it is possessed by demons. Okay. Minus to range skills. Minus the range skills is not too bad if we're running mostly melee. So if we're running mostly pick the face, lunge, shadow fade, that wouldn't be too bad. Our existing one, however, is Slugger, damage to melee, tuckered out, damage down, 1 level drink. Okay. And then we got a leper here. Eldritch Slayer, bonus damage versus Eldritch. Stun resist reduction. Okay. Well, we're going to take the leper. Leper initially is going to be a little
This
bit
man
weak.
understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
So we're going to embark. I'm actually going to take you off the team. I think we're going to run Someone like you up front. Although we'll have to definitely pick different different skills. Solemnity. You purge. Yeah, maybe we won't take you in the next one. Do something like Hellion. You. Then you and you, I think, will make a workable team. So we'll go back to town. We'll give them a usable skill set, let's say. So we're going into the guild. We're taking you. You specifically have a bonus for melee damage and a penalty. Well, penalty for hell gets too low, so we should be actually a little bit concerned about that. That would actually be a concern that we may have with this team here, is the team has no healer. We may want to bring a little extra food. We'll do pick to the face. So we're probably going to do like lunge, shadow fade, pick to the face with the toxic trickery here for the extra dodge bonus. You, crush works. I think. We got you in number 2. So you may get pushed back to number 3, so we should probably be prepared for you to do stuff from number 3. Take Rampart. It's one way for you to get forward, also gives you a stun. I'm not sure. We'll grab all the ones here. We're going to burn into the money a little bit fast if I can do this too much, but... And then you've got Wicked Slice, Open Vein, Pistol Shot. I think we're actually mostly going to have you in the back, so the Pistol Shot works. Oh, I suppose we've got a bunch of guys who can move around, except for... Can Hellion move around? Oh, yeah, we can give him breakthrough. So we're gonna have a team where the whole team has some move on it. Okay. This is gonna get chaotic. Okay, let's see. So we want to make sure we got pick to the face. So we're going to do pick to the face, lunge, shadow fade, and toxic trickery. For you, I want rampart. We're going to drop some of these buffs, because I think early on right now we're not going to benefit much from buffs. Rush, rampart, retribution. Fender. We'll drop Open Vein, trade that for Duelist Advance. Again, we're going to be facing lots of guys that don't necessarily bleed. Wicked is your sort of standard auto attack. I think that works. And then we picked up Breakthrough on you, so you can move forward. Like so. Okay. Let's try embarking with that group. This time, let's make sure that I don't forget to bring torches. So that would be bad. Provision. Oh, I should actually check the mission that I'm running on first. We could go into the well, but no, I think we can stick to the ruins. We probably want something short because we don't have a healer. That provides decent return. Dodge, speed, debuff resist, or herbalist, crit chance, or rough into the medium ones at that point. Okay. I think we'll just go here. That reminds me, before we constantly remembering things I should be adding.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Do I see which mentos I have? I know I can equip some. Is that the inventory? That's the inventory. There we go. Bounty Hunter only, Hellion only. Obviously put the Grave Robber only item on the Grave Robber. We don't currently have a bleed ability, so that's what we're going to be running there. Man-at-Arms. You're not a bounty hunter, so that doesn't apply to you. Got a highwayman on the team. The Hellion actually has a bleed skill, so we might as well give the Hellion bleed skill chance. So if you're going for the bleed, we will have a lot of bleed. Although, what is your bleed? Actually, bleed chance right now. 100% base. Might actually be a little overkill with 2. We'll take the bleed stone off. I think we're going too hard with the bleed there. The double. Okay. That's going to be our trinkets. And yeah, we worked out. I think we're going to go here because I think I want to keep them all stay in the ruins for the moment. So, 8 food. Remember to bring 6 torches. A couple shovels. I've already got a shovel. Good. I'll bring an extra one just in case. Couple keys. Bring a couple anti-venoms. Run. Okay, we'll run that. Hopefully make a decent amount of money, because we've invested a lot of money in these characters. We'd like them to see good returns.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the
seat of a
our
noble
line.
Okay, so we gotta complete 100% of room battles. This is gonna involve a lot of backtracking, because we got 3 one way, 3 the other way. Well, best way to start is always go right first. Promptly hit a trap. I'm actually thinking about it. Should leave that there for the return trip.
Another one falls. Their formation is broken.
That should minimize the amount of incoming stress damage.
Defensive. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Back to the pit.
You're gonna have to get a little bit used to the whole party moving around, but I think this is gonna be an interesting way to play.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall. Packs laden with loot are
Highwayman
often
only.
low on
Trap
supplies.
disarm chance. Dodge. It costs us rest heal recovery. Can I actually apply that now? Yes. Here we go. Extra trap disarm. So we know there's going to be a hallway battle. Oh, forgot to reorganize the party. It'll be fine.
Be gone, fiend.
Provide some protection to the Grave Robber, so the Grave Robber does not end up below half hit points, because they are going to do less damage if that happens.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Executed with impunity. This expedition at least promises success.
Again, I think we're going to do some backtracking, so we're going to leave the curios in the hallway until we take the backtrack. We did get a Lucky Scouting. Lucky Scouting tells us we do not need to go to the next room. I'm going to go that way and just harvest the curio. We're just going to dip into the hallway. Well, that was not great. Where's the Highwayman? Okay. A boon at last.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the
I
fool.
don't know if a journal entry is actually worth anything at the moment, but... that's why we brought the food, so we might as well use it. Oof, hit a trap.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes. Okay, so we know we need to at least go to the next room. We got a nice surprise here.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Just everyone moving. We've got team move here. It works well. Oh, it's working well. Whether it actually works well or not is a more complicated question I think to answer.
press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end. A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Plutomania. May need to check and see what that is later. Good old surprise on the enemy.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
A little bit worried about how badly damaged you are, so we're gonna guard you. Try to get rid of the guy in the back if we can. Okay, try to get rid of the source of the stress. Stress is what we're going to take into the next dungeon with us. There we go. Problems. Oh, actually, he's still up. He's only got 1 hit point left and he's stunned, so we should be able to finish him in time. There we go.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
How greedy to be? I'm gonna risk that we're gonna run out of food. Distribute the food as a heal. And I'm gonna risk that we're not gonna be at full torchlight for the next fight.
The path is clear.
Okay, what's left?
We require only the strength to follow it.
And we know there's a fight in the last room because the quest is not complete. Oh, I guess this was probably the Arabs. We're gonna ignore it because I don't think we got the right thing to deal with it. Whoops. Probably could have trapped that.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
As he says, carelessness will find no clemency. Pages unsettling. Pick up more stress. Okay. We know where he's going. To get rid of stress next battle. Or next week. One down. Only one of them even gets to attack. Goes for web, does 1 damage. It does provide a debuff and a mark. Oh, goes with the bite. You managed to dodge the bite.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud. Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
Could be worse. For an improvised team thrown together with no healer, they survived. No casualties. And it was a very interesting team to work with, albeit a little weak with no heals. Minus damage to melee skills. Ooh, we'll want that fixed. Obsessed with self-worship, and minus 20 stress in the cove. So, probably want to get rid of self-worship, but...
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
So we've acquired the Sanatorium, which allows us to treat quirks and diseases. We've got a disease, so we'll take the time to try and get rid of the person with the disease. Wasting sickness. Although, actually, we'll come back to that. I'm not too worried about extra disease. The worst that's going to do is give us more disease, right? And we have this Vitalist camp here.
Wild places, she is a stalwart survivor.
So we can get our camp skills. We needed them. We're a little low on money, so we're not going to deal with that right now. We got a Jester, a Crusader, a Hound Master, and an Abomination as options. So the Jester starts off with Harvest, good for bleeding things. The Solo, target gets plus dodge. Finale plus damage, finale plus crit. Battle Ballad, accuracy to the team, speed to the team. Also plus finale. We don't actually have finale yet, so it might make sense getting finale so you can do a finale to finish off preferably combos. We're seeing lots of things like, oh, you do this and it's buffing finale. Inspiring Tune as good stress remover. Remove stress also lowers stress incoming. And Dirk Stabs before. So you could do like Dirk Stab, Battle Ballad, Inspiring Tune, Finale. That's not too bad. Oh, Solo is also pretty good for moving forward. So you could do Solo, Finale. Definitely some combos in there. Hound Master. So you want to be in the ruins, and you don't want to be in the weld. Obsessed with food, obsessed with cleanliness. Light resist, scout chance. Oh, the Abomination is starting with all his skills. So we just have to be picky. Solution, stress heal. Change to Beast, which is speed, blight resistance, damage. Extra stress if below 50% health. Plus 4 speed on the first round. Okay. Questioning which one of these I want to pick up. I don't have enough deeds to expand the barracks, so I can only take 3 of these 4 heroes. For variety, that probably means Houndmaster, Jester, Abomination, because we already have a Crusader. So I'll take the Jester,
You will be laughing still
and the Abomination.
at the end.
I'm half tempted to take you in. We can dismiss heroes who are having a particular problem. Virtue chance, calm. Damage during the first round. Scouting chance in the Warrens. Do we have any quests? We do actually have a quest in the Warrens. Short. Apprentice level. Complete 100% of room battles. Short. Complete 100% of room battles in the Veld. Like Communion. Trade speed for not being surprised. For running High Torch, not being surprised isn't super valuable. Alien only, reduce stress. Okay. Leper only, healing received. Or we are at the point where the level 1 boss has appeared for the estate. Reduced stress. That's actually, if we're going to actually really use the Abomination, I think, in this transformed state, that would probably be what we'd want to pick up. That's maybe an argument, although it's real early for running into the boss, I think. That would be a decent trinket to pick up for fighting the boss. I don't happen to know what Silence in the Crypt is as the event. Stun skill chance at the cost of speed. Light skill chance at the cost of max HP. Max HP at the cost of speed. So we're gonna short. All fight 100% of room battles. Activate 3 corrupted altars. We'd have to go find them to get healing or blight, and these are mediums as well, so these are longer quests. So one thing you can kind of run into on the Leper is the Leper has accuracy problems, right? Seeing the base accuracy is like 75% on most of his moves. 75, 75, 85, it's only first to first. Bunch of buffs. Solemnity for the heal and stress relief would not be too bad. Well, the biggest problem I'd sort of see with the Leper is twofold. One, doesn't we'd have accuracy problems early on. Doesn't have any good ways to move. So if we get out of position, that's a problem. Especially seeing as most of our guys that want to reposition want to move forward, not backwards. Battle Ballad would be a decent accuracy buff. So 5% accuracy to compensate for your 75, bringing that up to 80 wouldn't be too bad. What do we have trinket-wise? Stun resist. Oh, and that's stun resist, so we probably actually don't really want to run that. Bounty Hunter only. We have the Hound Master. Do I have a Bounty Hunter? I don't think I have a Bounty Hunter. Bleed and crit. Okay, so trinkets aren't going to play very well. Either of these two guys. One of the common combos people run is Vestal Jester. One's good at healing, one's good at stress relief. For the longer missions, that can be real nice. Houndmaster here has a self-heal, as well as guard ally. Hound rush in the back rows, basically attack any of the enemies. 60% or 66% chance of -2 stress. Guard sounds good, heal sounds good. Blackjack is not, comboed with what he's already got is not bad. Thinking about trading off the Cry Havoc, we would run them. Or I suppose we could just go with the good old-fashioned starting team here. Most of them recovered from the stress. with the exception of you still have that disease. So we'd have to be a little bit careful about you picking up more disease. Although, for a disease, that is not the worst disease, right? The thing about that disease is going to make you get more of them. So let's think about that team. Although I'm due for a part break, so what I might do is I might take the break and think about it. Let's go ahead and get the people who definitely need stress relief in town getting stress relief. So you will not take part in prayer activity in town. You got a tone rotator cuff. It's probably something we want to remove. Probably not something we want to take the time to remove right now. Okay, so you'll basically go everything except for prayer. You'll go obsessed in self-worship. Okay, that's at least not stopping you from going to the Abbey. So we'll send you to the Abbey, send you to the Penance Hall. Which should de-stress them a bit. You're a little high on stress. Although I suppose that is one option, is we could run our stress removal. We could take the Jester in as stress removal. Sure. Let's think about having you ready for stress removal. It's one way to deal with stress. In which case, we'll take Finale. So we got Battle Ballad for buffs. We got Inspiring Tomb for stress removal, which will help mitigate the fact that we've still got one of the people we're bringing in as stressed. Finale, so you've got a good melee in case you get dragged to the front. And then Solo to push them to the front if we actually want them to do damage. And I suppose you have a bleed. We'll suffer the -1 speed for the extra bleed effectiveness. So that'll give that 115% bleed. That might be enough to actually bleed the skeletons. I think the skeletons have like default like -100% or something like that bleeding chance. Yeah, we'll think about potentially running that team. I suppose one way to get around not wanting to run in the skeletons is we could run to some of the other short quests. But I think we are going to go probably for a medium quest. That is not the boss. I don't think we're going to go for the boss, as tempting as it is. Yeah, I'll think about which way we're going. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. The run will continue. We are going to record 5 parts tonight. So it'll be another 3 parts of about, well, at least 40 minutes. We'll see if they go up to an hour. I won't do a part break in the middle of a dungeon delve with it unless it's over an hour. So if you're watching on YouTube, again, part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We have reached the point in the stream where I'm going to go make a cup of tea. So I will be back as soon as a cup of tea is brewed. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.